3, 2, 1, go.
Good, terrific Tuesday evening to everyone. We want to welcome you to this Ariix opportunity Zoom. My name is Tammy Maltby. I am inside the beautiful Ariix experience. We are so glad that you joined us. You have been invited to watch this Zoom by someone that thought you might need to take a look at this. It might be for you, it might not, but we believe it is. We believe there's something inside the Ariix experience that can be transformational for you, whether you're looking for weight loss, better health, better sleep, more energy, weight loss, whatever it is. Maybe it's a financial thing that you're looking for. We believe we have something inside this opportunity that will be not just informational, although you will hear some information tonight. We really want to give you hope and inspiration, and that's what this Zoom is all about. I jumped into this business 6.5 years ago. I was in a completely different field. I was in publishing, and I was a public speaker, and I was an author. And I had some success in what I had done, and I was very grateful for the life that I had led. But in 2008, as many of you may or may not remember, it was the year of the real estate crash, an economic crash that actually is somewhat similar to what we're dealing with right now in 2020. My husband and I, all of our investments were in real estate. He was a realtor, so we put money in real estate. And so all but one of our investments, all of them foreclosed, and they were large land development investments. And so going from a savings and a retirement, we went to virtually nothing. We had a lot of debt to pay back from our business that we had lost. And those were hard and lean times. And maybe tonight you find yourself in that place. 2020, you're looking around and going, I need something else. I need to find a better way. I need another opportunity. Well, we're really glad you jumped on tonight, because this was my opportunity. As one of my major builders in my team, Betsy Waters, she says this was her vehicle of hope. And tonight, I believe this will be your vehicle of hope. And within 2 months, we were able to become completely debt-free and turned our financial picture around. Our team grew exponentially. We became the fastest growing team in all of our organization called Lima, our business at that time, which is under the house of brands of Ariix. And so we discovered that we had the ability to change a few people's lives, their health, how they felt about themselves, their families, their futures, their retirement. And so here we find ourselves today, 6.5 years later, inside this beautiful experience called Ariix. And if you've never heard of Ariix, you're at the right place. You are certainly here at the right time. With no further ado, I want to introduce you to my guest tonight, Erika van der Merwe. She is an incredible woman. And let me just give you a little bit of background on this woman. Not only is she an intense businesswoman in her own right, owning Airbnbs and several different traditional businesses in South Africa. She is an entrepreneur in every sense you can think of it. She was born in South Africa, and she has now living in the United States. Actually, she's living in Colorado Springs. She came here a little over 2 years ago with her husband, Melton, and her 2 teenage children. That are now almost graduating. She's at that season of her life. And she jumped into this opportunity just about a little over a month ago, when she really started running the business of Ariix. She'd been drinking the products for months, enjoying the benefit of those. She got an incredible weight loss. And she's grown a rock star team in South Africa, moving into Australia and New Zealand. She actually is looking at signing someone in Russia. We just had that connect today too. So, but more than anything, I want you to hear this woman's heart and why she saw this opportunity, why she jumped into it. Of all the opportunities that Erika, with her background, could have jumped into, she jumped into the health and wellness industry, and especially the business of Ariix. And I can't wait to introduce you to her. Hello, Erika.
Oh, Tammy, thank you for that beautiful introduction. I'm not worthy of your kind words, but I'll tell you this, I am very grateful for them. So thank you. And I want to give everybody a huge shout out that's on the Zoom. And if you're listening to this recording, from all four corners of the world, we want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us your time, and we trust we won't disappoint you. So I'm super excited to be here tonight. And when Tammy and Eava asked me to speak, I was like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I just started. I don't know. But when I saw the topic, international business,
that's your hot, that is a hot spot for you. And so why don't you just back us up a little bit and give us your, what we call in our business, we call it our 2-minute story. What we saw about this business that was, you know, what is your 2 minutes? Just go for it, Erika.
So, yeah, my 2-minute story. Ariix is such an amazing company. It's difficult to narrow it down to one reason why we decided to choose Ariix as our vehicle. Okay, so there something just happened. Okay, so I wanted to show all of you this. This is my life. This is me. You can see I love to travel. There I was in New York. I have my kiddos with me over there. I have my mother and my father, whom I love dearly, and they are a huge part of why I joined Ariix, and I'll tell you about that now. You can see we are, as a family, love to travel. We've done cruises. We like the outdoors. Now, let me tell you, I love to have my nails done, and I put on my makeup, but I'm an outdoor gal. I love everything outdoors. And Ariix is affording us the opportunity to build memories with our kids, with our loved ones. That's what it's all about. So for me, that's a huge part of my why. But I wanted to just put your attention to the right of the screen, and that is my weight loss story. I'm 46 this year, and as you know, when you are at this age, it's difficult to shed those pounds. So I jumped onto Slenderize on the 1st of May, and I've lost, as of today, 15 pounds on Slenderize, for which I'm extremely grateful. So you don't have to wonder which one I'm really, really passionate about, right? So Eava, you can take that slide down so that I can just see everybody if you don't mind. And I just want to tell you why I personally chose Ariix. Now, Tammy told you I'm South African by birth. Love South Africa dearly. I grew up there. I have lived in other countries, but South Africa is my home country. And I want to tell you, I want to share with you, when I was a little girl, I was about 7 years old. We lived in a house, an A-frame house, 2 A-frames attached to each other. And we had at the side of the house, the way the house was built, it formed little pockets at the side of the house, 4 little pockets that you had walled in on both sides, and it made little compartments. And as a little girl, I would take my dolls and I would go to those different compartments, and I would call one England, one America, one France, one Germany. And I just had a fascination with different countries. And I would play with my dolls. I would be having tea with the Queen and lunch at the Eiffel Tower. It was just something in me that I was passionate about the nations of the world. And my family did not travel. It wasn't something that I grew up with. But I always had this desire. And I want to mention that to you because we should never underestimate the experiences that we have as children. So I knew coming to America that, look, we're entrepreneurs, right? So we have our eyes open and we have our ears open for opportunity. So I knew I wanted something that I could take back to my people in South Africa. I knew that. So when Ariix came my way, it was like I was struck with lightning because I could see. Now, if you can see, you're halfway there, right? And I could see what this could mean for people, health-wise, wealth-wise,
Yes.
limited opportunities, limited. And I became extremely passionate about the products. I used it, had amazing results, but I had to wait for my work visa. And I had to wait 9 months after being introduced to Ariix before I could work the business. And it was like I had gold in my hand, but I could not do anything with it. It drove me nuts. Tammy knows.
Yes, it did.
But you know what? The timing of everything is now. It's perfect timing. And so when I started the business and I had a conversation with Ian Chandler and we started taking this to South Africa, guys, I can't tell you what's happening. People's lives are being changed. The currency in Africa is almost 17 Rand for $1. Do you know that they are earning money that is making a difference to their lives? That to us is huge. It's huge. So apart from that, the South Africans are a little bit like the Jewish people, right? We're all over the world. So Tammy was absolutely correct when she said, we're talking to somebody in Russia. We're talking to somebody in Canada. I just sent a smart link an hour ago to a friend of mine in New Zealand for some Slenderize. It's incredible how we can do everything from our cell phones worldwide. And so tonight I want to encourage you. I know that we are comfortable in our own cultures. We are comfortable in our own communities. But I want to ask you to be okay with being uncomfortable. Being okay with needing to develop new skills. I want you to know English is not my first language. I've had to learn to communicate through English. We learn new skills. And by that, I want to tell you that you don't have a limit on who you can be. You don't have a limit on who you can reach. The question is, are you willing to grow? Are you willing to become that? That's the question. And the opportunity is there. So that is my why, you guys. I want to trade internationally. I'm a world citizen. That's who I am. And this company allows me the amazing opportunity to live and fulfill my personal vision. I can't ask for more. I'm blessed right there. I'm blessed. So as you are considering Ariix tonight, think outside your box. Think about who do you know in the UK? Who do you know in Australia? Who do you know? And if you say, I don't know anybody, well, you know somebody who knows somebody. I can tell you that. Find that person. Expand. Build bigger than you. Build much bigger than you. That's what we're trying to do at the moment. And it seems to be working well. There's a slogan. It says, we're in the business of changing lives, and business is indeed good. So Tammy, thank you. With that, I just want to share a quote that I read tonight, and it's such a beautiful quote. It's by Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, a man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. I want you to become somebody else in your mind. Expand your thoughts. Think differently. You will become different, and you will do business differently. So thank you, guys. It's wonderful to get to know all of you, and we look forward to many, many, many years as we journey in Ariix together.
Oh, Erika, thank you. Yeah. Oh my God. Isn't she awesome? There's no doubt why this woman is exploding South America right now, or South Africa, excuse me. Actually, maybe it will be also South America. Who knows? Maybe that's your prophetic word right there.
I receive it.
Yeah, totally. But it is, thank you for that. Incredible. What a beautiful picture. Even going back to a young girl, that you had a vision that your life would touch many different continents. And I love how you helped us to think outside of our box, which is this, outside of our brain, outside of the way we always do things, like who do we know and who do they know and who do they know? Because that's the beautiful part of this business. It's about who people know, and it might be 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 different relationships down, and that person is a person that opens up a whole country. That's amazing to me. So Erika, thank you so much. All the best. I know that you just had a rank promotion today that was announced on our call, which is of course no surprise. You've got 20 plus new people on your team in 2 weeks, and so that's a pretty awesome thing. And so thank you so much for your time tonight, Erika. And now I'd like to transition over to my beautiful, amazing friend of 5.5 years who I've run this business with, Miss Eava Baca Currence. She's a leader inside of our company called Limu. We have a house of brands, which is Ariix, and one of the 8 brands, we call it the umbrella of Ariix, and one of the spokes, so to speak, that holds the umbrella up, that's ours, was called Ariix, Limu, excuse me, our company, and that's a company that we jumped into this business with. And so Eava has had enormous success inside of Limu, and she's a lover of the people. She's a lot of fun, and she's going to show you how simple it is to get started and get your own transformation. Eava?
Thank you, and thank you, Erika. It's so much fun building in South Africa with you. I was on a call to South Africa on Monday, and I said South America the entire call. So we'll take it. So I'm really excited to be in South Africa with you. We're playing catch up. The girl signs 20 people. Way to go. True leader. So I'm going to share with you my little story here, and why Ariix, why now? And when we started approximately, as Tammy said, it's been wonderful living life together. And my husband and I, we were foster parents to gang kids. At one point, we had 5 boys with 6 felonies between them. We have a love for children, never had a problem with them when they were in my house. We have traveled the world. Our heart is for children. We're pastors. We are senior pastors. We were senior pastors of a church. I had an international ministry. I'm a musician, a dancer, an athlete. And life happened, and I had a fall, and I had a traumatic brain injury, and I was able to work through it, but in constant pain. And this is my husband and I, this is our church, and we came up with this brilliant idea because, hello, my name is Eava, and I am a serial entrepreneur. I've always been self-employed. I did work for Oracle as a systems engineer for 2.5 years. They really didn't care what I thought. And I realized I am a horrible employee. So I had this great idea, let's finance our passion with a coffee shop. And so we opened a coffee shop, everything was going great. And you know, when you open a business, we did what we were supposed to do. We had a business plan. We had a 5-year business plan. We had a 3-year payout of a 6-figure loan. Everything was great. The world was wonderful. And then life happened. And all of a sudden, we're not worried about whether the business is going to work or not. We're worried about my husband staying alive. And everything changed. And we lost our home. We lost everything we owned. And we had some serious issues. And in the midst of that, that's me at 175 pounds at my cousin's wedding. But I had a friend who had integrity. And when she prayed for us, we asked her to come over and pray for us. And she says, I have an answer for you. You need to get involved with Limu, not only for your health, because it will make a difference, but also for the business. Now, I was a business snob. I went to Tammy Maltby's house and sat there like this. And then I listened. I may be a snob, but I'm not dense. And I listened and I heard the business plan and I went, And then my husband said something to me. He said, Eava, do you trust her? And I said, well, yes. He says, well, then just do what she said. So we did. And lo and behold, this business is the business we've been in all of our lives, changing people's lives one story at a time. And these are not actors. These are my friends. And soon to be your friends, because if you're on this call, somebody believes in you. Now, I do know that if you're going to hitch your horse up with someone, it needs to be somebody who it needs to be a business that has integrity, and it needs to be a business that is business savvy. Well, Ariix is a $220 million company that at 24% growth over the years that has just skyrocketed. You notice there, I didn't change this slide because we were 57th ranked in the top 100 sales companies. Then we were 35, and you know what? The president of the company, well, actually the CEO of the company said today, we are on track to be one of the top 3. 1, 2, 3. That works for me. So what does that mean? That means that we have gone from 0 to 220 million in just 7 short years. We were planning on being 1.1 billion, maybe 7 years from now. And then, boom, explosion happened. Because you know what? This is just good business. And 220 million, we are projected to be 500 million, $500 million by the end of the year. And we're a global market. So if something's happening in China, then we have Europe, we have the United States, and get this, 2% saturation in North America. You know what that means? That means business opportunity. And look at South Africa. Look at that lonely little dot there, Erika. And so it's really simple. It's the smartest business model I have ever seen. I wish somebody would have told me this when I opened my first cabinet shop. Capital intensive. All you do is, now let me ask you a question. Do you use skincare products? Do you use supplements? Do you brush your teeth? It's very simple. Just redirect your spending. And instead of putting your money in Piggly Wiggly's bank, put it in your own home-based business with premium wellness that works. Now, this is the deal. My husband had a life-threatening issue. We didn't have a lot of money because it's expensive to not be healthy. So we weren't going to waste our money on something that didn't work. Because if it's cheap, but it doesn't work, you might as well throw your money away. Become a product of the product. I don't know about you, but I may be a pastor, but I still want to look nice. And I want my outsides to look like my insides. When I started sick, overweight, and the last time I went to the doctors, my health age was 27. Not bad for a woman of a certain age. So it's real simple. What do? You do what my friend Betsy Waters said to do. You just get a pack of products. Now, I was the business snob who said, I just want to get healthy. I don't want anything to do with the business. She said, okay, good. Get a pack of products. Try the products. See what works. And then people start walking in the door saying, whatever you're doing, I want it. Now, you have to remember, after 35 treatments daily at the hospital, on his last treatment, my husband was up on top of the roof. The neighbor comes over and says, whatever he's doing, I want it, because it obviously works. Very simple. I think we have somebody trying to get in. Can we put them in the waiting room, please? All right, there we go. Not today. Okay, whoops. Let me go back to my share. Whoops. Okay, we have Anthony, so anyway. So, very simple. This is just good business. I wanted to be healthy. I got healthy. I wanted to look good. I look good. It's good business. What do I mean? Personal care, water, air. That is a $250 billion industry. Do you want a piece of it? What about good health, good skin care? Let's see what happened here. There we go. Let me go back. Skincare, facial products that work. That is a $250 billion industry. Do I have your attention yet? Slender eyes, burn. That is a $204 billion industry. Supplements, health and wellness, the next $1 trillion industry. Pure oils, and then this is my flagship. This is what changed our lives and gave us back. Well, I can't say that it gave us back because that would be illegal, but I can say that look at us now. So, good health, good wellness, and good health. Go to, get your pencils out, pubmed.gov. And when you go to pubmed.gov, put in the word Fucoidan, Fucoidan. You will see over 1,900 studies now on the National Institute of Health database on Fucoidan. And then you'll say, whoa, I want some of that. So what do? Buy a pack of products, share your transformation. Be it skincare. These are real people. Do you know anyone who has acne? That is debilitating for a youngster. Male, female, it doesn't matter. We all want to look as good on the outside as we do on the inside. Weight loss. I adopted this boy. He's not a boy, he's a man. But he's 253 pounds less of a man. That's a whole person. That one on the top, that's me. And whether you're a professional athlete, whether you want to lose 23 pounds or like Victor, 93 pounds, or like Mary Collier, just get healthy. And now, not only does she look healthy, she looks good. So it's very simple. When I got into this, it was like, I would be crazy not to work this business. This is a good business model. So it's very simple. Get yourself a pack of products. We came in with 500 PV and we shared it with others and they did exactly what we did. Next thing we knew, I started a business that was debt-free and profitable within the first 30 to 45 days. Debt-free, profitable, and making an income. You can't lose. So it's real simple because not only do you get your money back, and we can show you how to do that. If I did it, anybody can do it. You get to spend your money again. Rewards dollars 2 times on $1. It works for me. Travel, diamonds. One thing an entrepreneur knows is that healthcare is a big issue. Trying to get medical insurance is a big issue if you are self-employed. No longer buy your products, spend your reward dollars on your health program. Piece of cake. Very simple. If you have a phone, you can run this business. No overhead. The people, you don't hire anybody. The people that join your business buy in because they see a great opportunity. So, very simple. Buy a pack of products. Share it with 4 people. Who share with 4 people? Who share with 4 people? And the next thing you know, this takes on a life of its own. Now, when we owned the coffee shop, if I wanted to talk to 4,000 people and sell 4,000 cups of coffee, I had to talk to 4,000 people. I can talk a lot, but that's a lot of talking. It's very simple. We as a team share our transformation. And if each person, just imagine, just think about this. Imagine if each person spends, the average person in the United States spends between $200 and $400 a month just on supplementation. That doesn't even include skincare. If everyone just spent $100 a month, do you know how much revenue that is coming into your, not Piggly Wigglies, not Vitamin Cottages, but your home-based business? And you know what that means? Long-term residual income. And you get to spend time with people you love. I used to be Monday, and you can see those things on Facebook. It's Monday. Oh, whoa, ho, ho, boo, hoo, hoo. Suck it up. Mondays are great when you own your own business and you're part of the team. So whether you want to buy a house, whether you're looking for college, you want to travel with your friends, you want to stay at home with your children, whatever your dream is, it can be a reality, because we are about changing people's lives one story at a time, and we do it together as a team. So if you get back to the person who invited you on this Zoom, because they believed in you. And if they believed in you, we believe in you. So I have one question for you. Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to join the team? Are you ready to take the first step? If you are, get back to the person who invited you. Tammy, thank you so much. Erika, you are amazing, girl. And we love you all. And thank you all for being a part of this wonderful call.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday evening. Have a wonderful evening, and go share the hope of RX. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.